Ever feel like your digital life is just overwhelming? Like you're constantly wading through this flood of tech news, maybe a dozen tabs open, hitting refresh, and you still feel like you're missing the important stuff.
Yeah, that feeling is real.
It's this like background anxiety of trying to stay current, manage your own projects, and maybe just have a minute to think.
Hmm.
What if you could actually change that? What if there was this open source tool that lets you build your own kind of digital assistant to cut through all that noise?
Well, welcome back to the deep dive. That's exactly what we're digging into today. How you can actually build your very own personal intelligence agent.
Yeah.
We've got this really comprehensive guide here covering how to build a pretty sophisticated automation system. And our mission today, it's simple really. We want to show you how to take that information overload and turn it into your own personalized AI-powered command center. We'll walk through setting up the tool, building an AI news aggregator, exploring direct command line stuff, setting up a YouTube monitor, and even getting into AI agents that can actually think and act.
You know, that feeling of drowning in digital stuff, it's so common for anyone who's really into tech. Your home lab, personal projects, just keeping up, it can be completely exhausting.
Oh, absolutely. And that's exactly where n8n, that's n8n, by the way, comes in. Think of it as this like open source automation powerhouse. It's ready to genuinely shake up your workflow.
n8n. Got it.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a nerdy name, maybe a pun in there, but honestly, the power is serious.
It sounds like it. I've heard comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the usual automation tools are, say, a friendly family car,
Uh-huh.
then n8n is more like a custom-built, street-legal F1 car.
Mhm.
It's sleeker, way smarter,
Yeah,
and just has this monstrous engine.
that's a great analogy, actually.
And, crucially, it's free, right? And it really respects your privacy. That feels like a big deal. It's not just about automating tasks. It's about taking back control, keeping your data yours, and building something exactly for you.
That's the core idea. You become the architect.
Yeah.
But fair warning here, NAN, it's incredibly addictive.
Yeah.
Seriously. You might start simple, maybe just thinking, I'll build a little news digest.
Right.
Next thing you know, you're deep down the rabbit hole building AI agents that are troubleshooting your servers for you. You've been warned.
Okay, noted. So for this deep dive, what's the plan? We're building something specific?
Yeah, we're constructing a smart news aggregator with AI summaries, an automated YouTube channel monitor, getting instant Discord notifications, powerful command line integrations, and finally building a thinking AI agent.
Wow, okay. That's quite a build. So what's the fundamental shift this tool offers compared to, the more traditional automation platforms?
It's really about moving away from those fixed, kind of rigid rules towards having that adaptable, powerful F1 car we talked about, one that respects your privacy and lets you build precisely what you need.
That makes sense. Adaptability and control. Okay, so once you decide you want this power, the first big question is,
Mm.
where do you actually put it? Where does it live?
Exactly. That's the foundational decision. Where does your n8n instance run? Cloud or on-premise? It's
Yeah.
that classic fork in the road.
Right. The cloud path sounds like the express lane, especially if you're just starting out. Using a cloud provider seems like it gets you automating faster.
It absolutely does. Less complexity, you don't manage the underlying server, better connectivity usually. It's quick.
Like how quick?
We're talking maybe a 5-minute launch sequence. Sign up, pick a plan like a virtual private server with n8n pre-installed, maybe 2 cores, 4 gigs of RAM, deploy it, create your admin account. Done.
5 minutes.
So then there's the on-prem path. This is for the, let's call them the home lab warriors.
Ah, yes. I know a few of those.
Right. Running it on your own hardware. You get absolute control, maximum data privacy, and honestly, that satisfaction of running it yourself.
Definitely more control, more privacy, maybe more rewarding if you're into that stuff.
For sure. Full control, data stays home, personal reward.
So for someone just curious, maybe a beginner, what's the biggest plus of starting with that cloud path?
Speed and simplicity. Hands down. You're automating almost instantly, no fuss.
Right. Gets you going quickly.
Okay.
Okay, so we know where we could build it. Let's actually build something useful right away, like that AI news aggregation machine you mentioned.
Let's do it. The core idea in n8n, the philosophy, it's pretty intuitive. Think of a workflow like a digital Rube Goldberg machine.
Okay.
Data goes in, flows through these different blocks called nodes, each doing one specific job, and then something useful comes out. You've got triggers, which start things.
The on switch.
Exactly. Data nodes gather stuff. Logic nodes are the brains doing filtering or changing things, and action nodes, well, they do something. Send a message, save a file, whatever.
It's like stacking Lego blocks, but with data.
Perfect analogy. So you start with a blank workflow. First thing, add a manual trigger. That's your test button. Lets you run it anytime.
Crucial for building, right? Instant feedback.
Absolutely. But for real automation, you need it to run on its own. So you add a second trigger, a schedule trigger, maybe every day at 7 a.m.
So you have both a test button and a schedule.
Yep. It's kind of like a pro setup, a dev mode and a prod mode trigger. You can turn the schedule off while you're tinkering.
Smart. Okay, triggers are set. Now fetching the news.
Right. You need a data gatherer. For RSS feeds, there's an RSS read node. You just point it at a feed URL, like a Bleeping Computers feed, for example.
Just paste the URL in.
Pretty much.
All right.
Then you run just that node and bam, that's the aha moment.
What happens?
The output panel just lights up. Suddenly you see all this structured data titles, links, authors, dates, the content snippets, all pulled neatly from the feed.
Ah, okay. So you see the raw data it grabbed.
Exactly. And you realize, okay, this isn't just clicking buttons. This is actually commanding information. So what's the core concept that makes these workflows so flexible then?
I'd say it's about chaining those specific function nodes like Lego blocks to build complex processes step by step.
Precisely. Okay, so we have the news data, but data trapped inside n8n isn't very useful, is it?
No, you need to get it out. And you mentioned Discord, like a private channel as a command center.
Yeah, exactly. Pipe that curated news right into a place you already check. So you add a Discord node after the RSS node,
Okay.
set its operation to send message. And for connection, you use something called a webhook.
Webhook. Sounds technical.
It's just a special private URL. Think of it like a dedicated phone number for automated messages to that specific Discord channel. You grab it from your Discord channel settings under integrations.
Gotcha. Copy paste the URL. Then what?
Then the fun part, crafting the message. Instead of just new post, you use n8n's expressions, little snippets of code that pull data dynamically.
Ah, so you can say like title.title and it fills in the actual title.
Exactly. Title, author, link, date, format it nicely. But when you first test this...
Let me guess. Spam. A dozen messages?
Yep. Because n8n runs that Discord node for every single item it got from the RSS feed.
Right. You need to tame that beast.
So you slot in a limit node right between the RSS reader and Discord. Tell it, only let 3 articles through, or maybe 5.
Okay, that makes sense. Limit the flow.
Test again. Perfect. Just the top few articles. And here's that pro tip again. Pin your data. After you run the RSS node and get good data, click the little pin icon on its output.
Pin the data. Why?
It saves that specific test data. So when you're tweaking the Discord message or adding filters later, you don't have to rerun the RSS node and fetch the news all over again every single time. Saves time, saves API calls. If the source was something else, it's huge.
Ah, okay. So why is pinning data such a pro tip then for building these workflows?
Simply put, it prevents refetching data constantly, speeding up your building process and saving costs. Sponsor. All right, buckle up. Time to unlock some real power. This next step is kind of why n8n feels like it's in a different league. We're going to add command line execution directly into the workflow.
Command line, like Linux terminal commands.
Exactly. It's like being handed the admin password to the server n8n is running on. You're taking the safety locks off.
Okay, this sounds potentially dangerous, but powerful. How do you do it?
You just add an execute command node, maybe branch off your main flow. In the command field, you could start simple, type ping 1.1.1.1 money C3.
Ping Cloudflare's DNS from inside the workflow.
Yeah, run it, and boom, real terminal output appears in the results panel.
Whoa.
Mind blown, right? What this actually means is you just ran an arbitrary command on the server's operating system. Anything you could type in a terminal, ls, doiclea, docker olea, custom scripts, anything.
Whoa. Okay, wait. So you could have an automated check on your Docker containers, like Docker OA runs every hour, or check disk space with dftt.
Precisely. Monitor system health, free, desm, run your own Python or Bash security scripts on a schedule. Maybe even carefully automate server updates with apt-get update.
The possibilities there are staggering. Imagine an assistant checking server health automatically. Wow.
And to bring it all together, you use a merge node. Put it right before your Discord node.
Merge.
Yeah. You connect the output from your news filtering to one input, and the output from your command execution, like the ping, results to the other input. Set the mode to append.
Append. So it just sticks them together.
Exactly. Combines the 2 streams of data. So your Discord message now has both the news and the server status report. One single pane of glass. That level of direct system access fused with web data, that's pretty unique.
Okay, so what's the biggest difference this direct command line access really offers them?
Freedom, pure freedom. You're not limited by pre-built integrations anymore. You can make your systems do anything.
Freedom. Got it.
Hmm.
Okay, we have data, we have system access. Now we need the intelligence part, right? The brain. Make it feel like.
JARVIS. Exactly. Time to add the JARVIS layer. We do this with AI, specifically large language models, or LLMs.
Okay, how do we plug that in?
You add a node called Basic LLM Chain. You place it, say, after you filter the news articles, but before they get merged for Discord.
LLM chain.
Okay. That's you connect it to your AI model of choice. OpenAI's GPT-4, Anthropic's Claude, maybe even a local Llama model if you're running one.
Right. And then you tell it what to do. The prompt.
Precisely. And the prompt is everything. You can't just say, summarize this. You need to be specific.
Like what?
You are a world-class intelligence analyst briefing a tech CEO. Summarize the following article in exactly 2 sentences. Your summary must be engaging and directly state why this news is important for a tech professional to know. Here's the article content. And then you dynamically insert the article content from the previous node.
Ah, okay. Give it a role, a specific task, length constraints, the audience. Very detailed.
Super detailed. Pro tips, be specific, 2 sentences, give context for a tech professional, and definitely test different models. GPT-4 often gives much better, more nuanced summaries, usually worth the cost.
Makes sense. And you mentioned AI for the ping results too.
Yeah. You could add another LLM node after the execute command node. Give it a different personality in the prompt.
Yeah.
You are a laid-back network admin with a sense of humor. Analyze this ping output. If it's all good, tell me in a funny, reassuring way the internet is fine. If there are errors or packet loss, be serious and flag it.
Huh. That's brilliant. So you get AI checking your network status with personality.
Exactly. And sometimes getting the prompt just right. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself,
Yeah.
Trying to get the AI to follow instructions exactly every time. But when it works, the power is undeniable.
Yeah, I can imagine. So the daily briefing goes from just raw data to actual insight, AI summaries, AI analysis of system checks.
Yeah.
So what's the secret to getting those really useful AI summaries?
It really boils down to this. Precise, contextualized prompts make all the difference.
Got it. Precision in the prompt. Okay, that news aggregator is already pretty powerful.
Hmm.
But you mentioned monitoring multiple sources, like YouTube channels. That sounds like a step up in complexity.
It is, but it's totally doable. We've handled one stream of data. Now we build a system that monitors multiple sources, loops through them, and applies smart filtering. The mission: build that personal scout for your favorite YouTube tech channels.
Okay, how do you even get YouTube updates without opening YouTube? Is there an API?
There is, but there's a simpler way. The secret YouTube RSS hack.
RSS for YouTube.
Yep. Every single YouTube channel has a hidden RSS feed. It just lists their latest videos. It's like a secret backdoor, no API keys needed.
Wow, okay. That's handy. So how do you build the monitor with that?
It's kind of a 3-step process. First, create your watch list. You use a node called setField to just create a list, an array of the YouTube channel IDs you care about.
Okay, a list of IDs.
Yeah. Then you need the 1x1 machine. There's a node called splitout. It takes that list and processes each channel ID individually. It basically loops through your list.
So it handles the looping for you.
Clever. Exactly. And third, you use the RSS read node again, but this time the URL isn't fixed. It dynamically uses the channel ID that the splitout node is currently processing, so it fetches the feed for each channel in your list, one after the other.
Okay, fetch feed for channel 1, then channel 2, etc. But wouldn't that pull old videos too?
It would. By default, it grabs the last 10 or 15 videos, old or new, which is noisy. So we add a filter node right after the RSS read.
Filter based on what? Date.
Precisely. We filter based on date logic. The filter's job is simple. Check each video's publication date and only let it pass if it meets our condition, like, is this video new?
And that involves those scary date expressions you mentioned.
It can look intimidating, yeah. You'll see things like jcsun.isodate.towermat compared to something like nasadate.minus.format, UIYY-MNDD.
Okay, yeah, that looks a bit much.
But break it down. The first part just grabs the video's date, makes sure it's treated as a date, and formats it consistently. The second part gets today's date, now subtracts 3 days, and formats that. The filter just checks if the video date is after 3 days ago.
So it's just saying, only show me videos from the last 3 days.
Exactly. Much simpler when you translate it, and honestly, don't feel you need to memorize this stuff.
Use ChatGPT.
Totally. Ask your favorite LLM to be your AI code translator. Describe what you want. I need to filter for videos newer than 3 days, and it'll often spit out the exact expression you need. Works surprisingly well.
Nice tip. So why is that split out node, the looping one, so essential for this kind of monitor?
Because it lets you process a list of items individually, making the whole thing scalable to many channels. Okay, everything we've built so far. Powerful automation, yes. Scripting on steroids, but this next part, it's different. We're giving the machine a brain. Welcome to AI agents.
AI agents. How are they different from just an AI node in a workflow?
A regular workflow follows a fixed script, right? Trigger, fetch data, filter, summarize, notify, done. An AI agent, it can think, it can plan, it can use tools to achieve a goal you give it.
Think, dot, plan, use tools. Okay, that sounds like a big leap.
It is. Think of the difference between an old video game character stuck on rails and a modern NPC in a game like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
That NPC has goals, perceives the world, makes decisions. That's kind of the leap from a workflow to an agent, script versus mind.
Okay, I get the concept. How do you build one in n8n, the JARVIS blueprint?
It's surprisingly straightforward. The core is the AI agent node itself. That's the brain. You connect a chat trigger node so you can talk to it, and you hook it up to a powerful AI model, GPT-4, Claude 3 Opus, something good at reasoning.
Right, brain chat interface, powerful model. But you said tools.
Yes. An agent needs superpowers, right? Tools. And in n8n, tools are just other nodes or even entire workflows you've already built.
Oh, so the ping command we made earlier could be a tool.
Exactly. You define it as a tool for the agent. You give it the command, ping 1.1.1.1 IC4, and crucially, a description. This is vital.
Why is the description so important?
Because that's how the AI brain knows when to use the tool. For the ping tool, the description might be, use this to check if a public website is up and responding. This is for testing the general internet connection. Clear and specific.
Okay, so you could have another tool, maybe pinging a local server.
Yep, a server health tool. Command ping 192.168.1.1 IC3. Description. Use this to check if the main local file server is responding. The server's host name is mainframe.
Got it. Tools are nodes with good descriptions, and then?
Then the magic moment. You open the chat interface connected to your agent, and you just talk to it.
Like, is the internet working?
Exactly. And the agent receives that. Its AI brain thinks, okay, user wants to know about internet status. Aha, I have a tool for checking public websites. It runs the website ping tool automatically.
Wow.
Then it gets the result and responds to you, yes, the internet connection seems stable based on the ping test.
And if I ask, check if the mainframe is up.
It uses the other tool, the server health tool. And if you ask something complex, like give me a full network status report,
It might use both tools.
it might. If it reasons that's the best way to answer, it could run both pings, then synthesize the results into one response for you.
That's genuinely powerful, having a conversation with your infrastructure.
And this is just scratching the surface. Imagine giving it a server-medic toolbelt tools to check disk space, find large files, maybe even clear logs. You could ask, server's slow, find out why.
Or a cybersecurity analyst agent, checking firewall rules, running network scans.
The possibilities just explode once you start thinking in terms of agents and tools. It's a completely different way of interacting with your systems.
Okay, so what's the single most important element when giving an AI agent one of these superpower tools?
Without a doubt, the tool's clear, precise description. That's what guides the AI's decision-making process. Now, as you build more of these, whether simple workflows or complex agents, you'll want some best practices, an automator's code, if you will.
Okay, lay it on me.
First, save early, save often. Just shritrol plus S, CMD plus S, all the time.
Yeah.
Seriously, workflows can get complex fast.
Good habit. What else?
Pin your test data. We talked about this. Saves so much time, saves API costs, especially when tuning AI prompts. Just pin the input data to the AI node, and you can tweak the prompt over and over without new API calls.
Right, the pinning tip.
Crucial. Also, duplicate for experimentation. Before you try something major, just duplicate the whole workflow. It's your safe sandbox, like saving your game before a boss fight.
Makes sense. Don't break the working version.
And related to AI, watch your AI tokens. Refining prompts with pinned data helps, but be mindful of how much you're asking the AI to process, especially with expensive models.
Got it. Save, pin, duplicate, watch tokens. So once you master these basics, what's the next quest? What other cool things could you build?
Oh man, where to start? You could build AI that rates news articles from 1 to 10 based on your specific interests. Or an AI that summarizes YouTube transcripts to tell you if a video is actually worth watching.
Ooh, transcript summary. I like that.
For the home lab folks, build that master health check agent we talked about, or a chatbot you can just ask questions about your infrastructure, integrate with security cameras maybe, use AI object detection, automate social media posting.
Okay, lots of ideas. What about when things go wrong? Common problems.
Good question. Quick troubleshooter. Connection failed. Almost always check your credentials or maybe an IP block on the server side, workflows not triggering. Double check the active toggle is on and look at the executions log for errors.
What if the AI responses are just weird?
99% of the time, it's a prompt problem. Go back, refine your instructions, check the raw JSON view of the output. Sometimes the AI adds weird formatting.
And getting too many notifications.
More limit and filter nodes. Be aggressive. Automation should reduce noise, not add to it.
Right. Okay, so beyond all the technical stuff, what's the mindset shift someone needs to really embrace this kind of automation power?
I think it's starting to see the digital world less as a series of websites and apps and more like a giant Lego set. Everything's potentially connectable, ready for your creative connections.
A giant Lego set.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So thinking back on what we covered, it feels like a significant journey. You start with maybe feeling overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up deploying your own private automation engine. You're not just using a service. You have control. You built an AI intelligence agent analyzing the world for you. You gave your workflow direct OS access.
Yeah.
And maybe most profound, you gave an AI a brain and tools to think.
It really is like that moment in The Matrix, where Neo stops seeing the bullets.
And start seeing the code.
Exactly. APIs, servers, data streams, they stop looking like chores and start looking like interconnected systems. A vast playground. That's your new superpower. Understanding the code, making the connections.
And it feels like the potential is just huge. You mentioned over 400 pre-built integrations, plus building your own. It's not just endless possibilities, it feels like.
Yeah.
Like exploring this vast archipelago, maybe Halong Bay with all its islands. Each island is a new idea, a new connection waiting.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And it leads to the real question, doesn't it? It's no longer if you can automate something,
Right?
but simply what you will choose to automate first.
A powerful question indeed. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. We encourage everyone listening, keep exploring, keep building.
Absolutely. And always embrace that curiosity that drives this whole journey forward. Outro music.